That's right, proven. Proven. No could be's, no maybes, no possibilities. It's proven in this document. In the description box, I'll leave a link to a quote unquote study guide that will help you navigate this document to find the proof without reading the entire document. Basically, like a treasure map, you can say. Just follow the instructions and you'll be fine. And let me give you an example of the totally new revelations you'll find in this document. Just one of many. Now go to Daniel chapter 7 and take a look at the vision that he had of the four beasts. In the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon. So he had a vision. He got a first beast, second beast, third beast, and a fourth one, and 10 horns, and then another horn. And he beheld till thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. So you see everything that's being talked about, right? The beast, the thrones. I beheld then because of the voice of the great words which the horn spake. The rest of the beast, so still talking about the beast. And then I saw in the night visions, and behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heaven, and came to the Ancient of Days, and they brought him near before him. Verse 13 is not a part of the previous scenes. It's a separate scene he's now seeing. Verse 13 shows an ascension into heaven. One like a Son of Man, the Son of Man, a man, went from the clouds of heaven, clouds of Shamayim, clouds of the sky in this case, to Yahuwah, who was, is in heaven, and was brought before him. That's an ascension into heaven. And for the verses on that prove that, right here, go ahead and check these out. Go ahead and look at this closely too. This is a separate vision, totally separate. And after he ascended, he was given dominion, glory, and a kingdom. Now, when you go to Daniel chapter 9, there's another vision that was in the first year of Darius. Here, Daniel said he understood by books the number of years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet, that he would accomplish 70 years in the desolations of Jerusalem. You can look at this in Hebrew. He understood by books the number of years, Jeremiah's prophecy, the 70-year prophecy of Jeremiah. He understood it. And because the 70 years were up and nothing was happening, he prayed what can be called the prayer of return. So all the verses for that are there. And while he was speaking, Gabriel came to him. I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding. Understanding about what? He understood the 70-year prophecy of Jeremiah. So what did he come give him understanding about? So he then goes into 70 weeks and talks about transgression, righteousness, anoint the most holy, Messiah the Prince, some Messiah king being killed, and all the things that would take place during that time. Daniel understood by books that the ruin, destruction, waste, desolation of Jerusalem would last 70 years. So what understanding did the angel just give him? The angel didn't tell him anything, not one thing related to the 70 years captivity. Take a look for yourself. So, for a fact, that's not the understanding he came to give him. Now, if you go back to Daniel chapter 7 and read it in its entirety, you'll see that Daniel had a dream which he wrote down. And this dream was about 4 beasts and one like a son of man. He asked one who stood there what it meant and was given a short explanation. Daniel then asked about the 4th beast and was given an explanation. That's it. No explanation was given of the one like a son of man. Could it be that in chapter 9 the explanation of Daniel 7:13 and 14 is given? In other words, could it be that the subject and purpose of 9:20 through 27 was the vision in 7:13 and 14? Remember, he understood the 70 years and didn't receive information on the 70 years. He received information about a Messiah dying, along with other things that would happen during the time he died. So, from the looks of it, the anointed one, Messiah, king, ruler, in chapter 9, who will die before Jerusalem and the temple is destroyed again, which was 70 AD, is the one like a son of man in chapter 7 who would ascend into heaven, and there was given dominion and glory and a kingdom, and all the people, nations, and languages would serve him. And you can take a look at this for yourself and see if this is correct. Take a look at the verses that I just showed you. Here's the quote-unquote study guide that I was speaking of. It was initially created for someone in the Israelite community who I saw had a lot of false doctrine. So I made this to help them navigate through the project that I created. And that's this part right here. Now what you want to do is go here. Step 1, step 2, step 3. And as you can see, a lot of arguments are addressed here and totally debunked. Isaiah 42, King David. Yahusha, Jesus, tried to change the law in Matthew 5. That's a good one. You should check that one out, definitely. And if you want that undeniable proof, you can check out all of this. Or you can just go through the Daniel chapter 9 breakdown. This is a verse-by-verse breakdown, something that you've never seen before, I guarantee you. So please, please take the time to look at this. This is the real deal right here. Trust me.